welcome to another video. I realise we are only in the month of April and here I am sharing with you Christmas tarot decks, but these two beautiful decks were sent to me by Deckstiny this week, along with a number of other decks that I will be featuring on my channel. The Xmas Elf is available in the red edition and green edition, and I was very kindly sent both. I was also sent two beautiful Christmas stockings, but I've actually hidden them away for when our very own Christmas elf comes to visit. So my daughter hasn't seen them, so I haven't put them on the video either. But Deckstiny were really kind and sent me those. These decks I have opened and I have had a little look through, but they are in order. And I will tell you that they are almost identical apart from two very slight differences. So it's entirely down to personal preference. Both decks are limited in number. So you have a limited edition that you receive. Mine is number 675 in the green and 148 in the red. So I will open up both decks. You can see the author is Marte Horonumba, the artwork is Umsin Funfat, and there's another artist called Jugier. I hope I've said that right. It does say Let It Snow on the side, and we've got just that little bit of artwork around there. On the red deck, it says exactly the same, just about. But we have a stocking rather than Let It Snow. So, yeah, a red and a green deck. They're both exactly the same size, as you can see. Both the same thickness. It's just purely down to whether you're a red or a green Christmassy kind of person. On opening the green deck, we have a snowman, the author and artist, and then we have some candles and an elf. On opening the red deck, we have a Christmas tree, some holly, and a sack of presents, and an elf. Each deck both come with a certificate, as you can see. So you've got the red and the green certificates there. Inside the boxes, I will show you now. They are just plain in colour, so they're either green inside or red inside. Inside the lids, again, green or just red. So I will pop them at the back so you can see exactly what you're looking at while we're reviewing these and having a walk through. So we have the green and the red there. Then we have the cards themselves. The green deck has this beautiful green glitzy edging, and we have some beautiful green Nordic style backing to the cards. The red deck has, without the glitziness, no, we have got some glitziness there, a red glitzy edging with red Nordic backing. So identical in style really, but just in colour there's a difference. So each deck comes with an art card that looks knitted, and you can see the difference in the backs there. So we've got reindeers and presents against Christmas trees. Which one do you prefer? My daughter prefers the red, apparently. I think I might prefer the green. I'm just not sure. So that's the first card. Then we have, in fact, now I've got this the wrong way up, so I'll turn it from the beginning. We'll go with the certificates next. So we've got certificate cards. Again, both the same, just with elves. Then we've got more art cards. These are like packing cards, if you will. And then we've got these lovely note cards, one with the trees, one with the reindeer. Moving on to the actual tarot themselves. So you can see here, everything is, as far as I can see, identical. The numbering, the titling, the colours, all of it is identical. They are the same card. The only difference is the card back. So the Christmas elf is very much like the Smith Tiny, only with a Christmas theme, because the Christmas elf tarot is obviously seasonal, so they're obviously wearing Santa hats and such like, but we've got that fool on the edge of a cliff here, really cute in an elf outfit. Really, really sweet. Very, very cute. Moving on to the magician. Again, identical cards between the green and the red. There is no difference there in the titling or in the imagery at all. Lovely Christmas imagery. Then we have the High Priestess. It's very cute. If you see any differences, by the way, do comment. I'd love to know, because it is a bit like spot the difference. And then we have the Empress. I feel like this one's printing's a bit brighter. No, it's not. Right, we have the Empress there with a sat on a present. And then we have the Emperor. that father figure, identical again. Then we have the Hierophant, and these are both Santa. This is quite cute. I really like that. Then the Lovers. This is a really sweet Christmas Lovers. So a lovely seasonal deck for those of you who are into seasonal decks, I guess. The Chariot, obviously Santa in his sleigh. I love that we have a Yeti for strength. I just think that's really, really cute. And then we have the Hermit, little elf with his lantern. And we have the Wheel of Fortune there, but this time it's a clock. And I quite like that they're decorating the Wheel of Fortune. Justice. And we do have the scales and a cat there. You can see that imagery. It's really, really sweet. 2 cats, sorry. The Hanged Man. So this is usually someone upside down, but instead I can't show you the person's face upside down like I normally do. This is just Santa stuck down a chimney. So it's really quite funny. There's quite a bit of humour in this deck. And then we've got Death, which for a Christmas deck is nicely done. It's just a cat looking over a house, and I'm guessing it's a gingerbread house. And we have Temperance for balance with that making a coffee, and then putting the angel. I can never do shapes in my coffee, but yeah, they're putting shapes into their cocoa or their coffee. Then we have the Devil, a card which for Christmas obviously it'd be quite hard to depict, but they've got it there. Really nicely done. And then we have a Tower Moment. Not a good Christmas card, but here we go. Tower Moment with a clock being struck. And then we have the Star, which of course is a star on top of the Christmas tree. Really, really cute. The Moon. Again, all these cards are identical. He's looking up at the moon there. And then we have the Sun riding a reindeer. Why not? Really sweet. And then we have Judgment, where Santa is literally doing the naughty and nice list by the look of it. And then we have the World in a snow globe. How perfect is that? So far the major arcana is completely identical in the red and the green. This is the one difference. So in every Deckstiny deck, they include what's called a Happy Squirrel card. This time, this card has been replaced by the Happy Narwhal in the green deck and Mrs. Claus in the red deck. So this is where the decks differ. You either have Mrs. Claus or you have a Happy Narwhal. Which one do you prefer? I actually prefer this one out of the two. I just think it's cuter. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Really sweet, holding the candy cane there. So again, we've gone back to the identical imagery in the minor arcana. The 2 of Wands there waiting. And then we have the 3 of Wands, all the same. See, really nice imagery, really cutesy, very colourful. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Battle of the Candy Canes. And then we have the 6 of Wands. It looks like she's riding a Trojan horse, but she's not. She's riding a wooden toy horse. 7 of Wands. That's quite interesting. I love the 8 of Wands, just the candy canes flying with all the snow on them. Really pretty. And the 9 of Wands there. Yep, and then the 10. So totally identical cards. Really, really pretty. The only difference so far being that Happy Squirrel card. Page of Wands here. And then the Knight of Wands. It's all fun and frolics. It almost has a Disney-esque feel to it with the Queen of Wands. And the King of Wands there. Lovely cartoon cards. These are great decks for beginners. The only thing I'd like to point out is that none of the Deckstiny decks come with a guidebook. So if you are interested in any Deckstiny decks, it's always worth buying your own tarot guidebook. So we have the Ace of Cups. Not so Christmassy really there, unless you count the ice in the background. And we have the 2 of Cups, the sharing the cup there in the snow. And the 3 of Cups, really, really cutesy. And the 4, that being dissatisfied, sat under the Christmas tree. And the 5, this is really nicely done, very wintry. Not very Christmassy, but very wintry. And then we have the 6 of Cups. All the same. So there isn't a huge difference between the decks other than preference and that one card. 7 of Cups there with all the presents and gifts. The 8 of Cups, that walking away. And the 9 of Cups. He's a rather cute elf. He looks a bit like Mario. And then we have the 10 of Cups, that really, really happy scene there with Santa. Like a family scene, if you will. Moving on to the Page of Cups. Little green elf. Or elf in green, sorry. Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. They're very much like Deckstiny's deck, the Smith Tiny. So here's the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I love that they've got the garlands hanging off this. Oh, this is pretty with the Two of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords. Daggers straight through a present rather than a heart. I suppose it's better. Four of Swords, that resting by the fire. Five of Swords. And then we have the Six of Swords with that getting away. And the Seven of Swords with the deception. I would have almost had the Grinch in here. The Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. And then the Nine of Swords. It's very dark. It's not very Christmassy at all there. Then we have the Ten of Swords, which is quite terrifying. All the toys in the fire. And then we have the Page of Swords. And the Knight of Swords flying a plane. And then we have the Queen of Swords sat with the presents there. And the King of Swords. Really cute. No difference between the two at all. Ace of Pentacles. And the two. The little elves. This is really cute with the teamwork to get the coins onto the house there. The Three of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles holding on to things. Five of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful wintry card anyway, but they've done it really nicely there with a tree in the window. And the Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Seven there, gathering and growing. It's really, really nice. Trying to grow another tree. It's quite Animal Crossing, that. That would be a really good tarot deck. Eight of Pentacles. And then the Nine of Pentacles, a joyous card there. Before the 10, featuring Santa Claus. And Page. I love this Knight of Pentacles with the reindeer in the background. It's very candy and sweet. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King. So other than that Happy Narwhal card and the Mrs. Claus card, these decks are completely identical other than their colour. So it's between colour preference with the red and the green. And I'm not sure which one I do prefer overall, because I really like red when it comes to Christmas. But I really like the Happy Narwhal card. Out of the two backs, I prefer this one, I think. But I'm not sure which one I would feel happier using, because really they're identical tarot decks. I love the glitzy green edging on this. It's a lot more apparent than the red glitzy edging, which you can see, but only just. It's quite subtle. So which one do you prefer? Have you got either of these decks, or is this something you'll be ordering? Would you use a seasonal deck? Let me know what you think. I hope you found this informative, and thanks for watching.